We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in returns for to smash that like button to when you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So we hit a dip area here on Bbig stock, Vinco Ventures Inc. And it actually started to turn around here on 42 Vision. And Bbig stock had an explosive move today. So we're going to talk about some key levels, but it was not the only stock moving higher. The overall market in the SPY did as well. And at 11:05 a.m., our SPY bot sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, call options went up 100% plus within hours, guys. And this is our new release that allows us to have an edge within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources, maximizing in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the chart. So Bbig stock pulled upwards. It's slightly pulling downwards, and we're going to talk about some key levels in today's video and what 42 Vision is showing. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the opportunities I mentioned this morning gave out realistic expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the three stocks I mentioned this morning, and every single one of them gave jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus, but one of them almost reached home run territory, and that was IMMX. And we caught this one in the pre-market as it was pulling downwards under a bear indicator towards the bell and quickly shifted into strength on 42 Vision, and it got a bull indicator, and within minutes it jumped up a highest point of 15% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Bbig stock, and as you could see here, as I stated earlier in the video, it pushed upwards, and in the second half of the day, it's slightly pulling back, and we have some key levels to talk about. I mean, this is a pretty strong move, but it needs more strength, right? I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets. And you can now join the members using these resources, maximizing in either direction in every single opportunity, whether stocks are going up or going down, by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. So here we are on the 30-minute with Bbig stock, Vinco Ventures Inc. under a bull indicator after shifting and transitioning from white with red borders to red with green borders and dark green. In yesterday's video, I talked about how important it is when these white with red borders pop up, because there does tend to be a reversal, especially followed by a bull indicator. And that's what I was looking for, right? Within the volatility. Today it jumped up from 216 to highs here of 227, and from the lows from 212 to 227, nearly a 3 to 5% jump in a single day, right? Now the question is, could it continue? That's the big question mark. So we need to look at key levels here and what the bigger chart is showing, right? Bigger time frames. But you could see it there from this bear indicator to this area of extreme weakness. It did a complete transition. That's a complete transition from bright green to dark green with red borders to red bars, and then we have white with red borders, and then the shifts are back up. We haven't hit bright green here, so if there's strength when we break through resistance levels, there could be some further upside if this continues to hold true and does not cancel out this bull indicator with another bear indicator popping up in the possible pullback, right? I've talked about this in previous videos, and I've stated this multiple times, how important 220 is. We broke below it, and then above $2 and 210 as support level. So let's look at the 4 hour here. So the 4 hour here shows that we were in white with red borders, which is extreme weakness. And once you see the 4 hour and the 30-minute both at white with red borders, we are at a point of extreme weakness that's going to try to bounce back, whether it's a dead cat bounce or real momentum. It tends to happen, and here we are with it trying to transition back up to red with green borders. If this continues, we need to see these back to back, and then eventually a bull indicator popping up that can cancel out this bear indicator, and as these shifts continue, that we get some dark green bars and momentum even higher. But we need to break through resistance levels as well. But you could see this shift just beginning, but we're still under this bear indicator that's dominating the overall direction and chart so far. It needs to get canceled out by a bull indicator. Now on the 1 day here, you could see that the continuation of red bars have popped up, and we've had already 5 of these back to back. We've had 3, now we had 4 yesterday, and today it's playing out to have 5 back to back. And the bear indicator has been dominating within the volatility since way up here at 292. So super important to be watching this if it finally transitions back up like it did here, and then followed by a bull indicator eventually for further strength and the shift into red with green borders, right? I want to see that continuation happen and that bull indicator pop up in that move. So that's how we're looking at this right now on 42 Vision on the 1 day. I'm going to be watching the 4 hour as these transitions continue here and as they have started. And then we have the 30-minute here under a bull indicator and consolidating up here in the 220s, right? So what's the first level of resistance? Well, the high of the day, right? 227. Now, if that gets broken through, the next level of resistance is up here at 231. And most importantly, back up here at the high before this bear indicator popped up. And that is up here at 245. Those are the key levels I'm watching to the upside on the 30-minute. And to the downside, I'm going to be watching how this holds above 220 and then down at 210. And below 210 would be $2, right? Because the stock is near 52-week lows. And if you zoom out in the bigger picture around this area, there tends to be an area of usual support, right? All the way back to the first run at the beginning of the year. And even when you zoom out and go even further back before things ran up and came back down from $12 all the way back to $2, this has been an area of support many, many times. Now, some people could say it's a dead cat bounce. Some people could say it's actual squeeze. But there's been a lot of opportunities within the volatility. I keep on continuing to say it. In between every single move, I've always watched the bull and bear indicators and the dip areas based off 42 Vision, the white with red borders, going into bright green, then the pullbacks, then the strengths back up, and so forth every single time, right? Some are weaker than others, some are stronger than others, and here we are in the middle of a transition into dark green bars, and we still haven't completed with bright green. And with this type of news here, this is the pressure that Vinco Ventures BBIG stock has been going through, right? The delay of Tyde spinoff, distribution date, that's been a big uncertainty ever since that came out. And then here comes such articles with such negative headlines stating the tide has turned against Vinco Venture stock investors, and they talk about how Tyde spinoff was delayed, and then they're talking about how things have changed, right? And a very vague sometime in the second quarter due to contractual and regulatory conditions. Nothing like waiting until the last minute, right? And they're being very sarcastic here in this whole entire article. So this type of headlines is going to continue to affect BBIG stock until there's a bullish case or more information on Tyde. At least they stated towards the second half of the quarter or towards the end of it. We'll see how that helps, if it even does, or create momentum. But right now, we are near the support levels that the stock has had for several months and almost a whole entire year. And it's going to be very important to watch it if it breaks through it or holds itself above it, guys. I'm going to continue to watch 42 Vision on the 4 hour and the 1 day, as well as what's going on here within the volatility on the 30-minute and also the 15-minute to maximize within the moves, guys.